next man teaches school at Wichita Falls in juvenile detention facility. He's also a preacher at Iowa Park Church of Christ in Iowa Park, Texas. He frequently speaks on the Constitution, something you're passionate about, man, and Christianity. Please give a warm round of applause for Mr. Bill Lockwood.
Hey, thank you very much. Let's go back in time for a moment. December 16, 1773. The city is Boston, Massachusetts. There are a number of concerned citizens that form themselves into the Sons of Liberty. And they go to the Boston Harbor, and the quarry, of course, is to dump all of the tea overboard. It was a tempest in a teapot. They were concerned about big government. We call it in school textbooks mercantilism, but make no mistake, friends, it was socialism, socialistic government, statism, strong centralized government. You see, what had happened was, back in May of 1773, Parliament had come to an agreement with the wealthy merchant class in England. The wealthy merchants had agreed to continue to pay high taxes if Parliament would protect them from all kinds of competition. Does that sound familiar? Does it sound familiar, like the Federal Reserve System embedded in the government? That's exactly what's going on. So they were protesting it, and they were protesting a statist-style government. John Adams put it very bluntly, however. He said the real issue was freedom. Freedom is the issue. I wonder if he knew what he was talking about, the second president of the United States. Listen carefully to how he said it here. John Adams told us very plainly about it. He said the moment that private property is not considered as sacred as the laws of God, tyranny commences. That's exactly where we are today. Tyranny has already commenced. Because private property is not counted sacred as the laws of God are. I want you to consider for a few moments, just a moment, just a minute. I want to consider something else. I'm on a time frame here. I want to consider something else here. I want you to notice this, that we have a moral quagmire in America. It's a moral problem. One of my favorite columnists is Walter Williams. Walter Williams says this. He says we can settle it with one simple question, and that is it moral and is it right? Is it moral and right for one person to forcibly use another person for his or her own economic benefit? That's right, that's the correct answer. But you know why the college professors cannot give you a straight answer on that question? Do you know why that politicians cannot give you a straight answer on that question, and some preachers cannot give you a straight categorical answer to that question? It's because either horn of the dilemma will put them in trouble. It destroys their own agenda. You see, if we said yes, it is right for one person to forcibly use another person for his or her own economic benefit, we have just justified slavery. That's what slavery is. If we say no, it is not moral, it is not right for one individual to forcibly, there's the key word, utilize another for his or her own economic benefit, then gone are the government programs, gone is cash for clunkers, gone are all the programs such as bailouts for the banks, gone are the bailouts for the auto industries, gone is the welfare program, and even Medicaid and Medicare, all the programs that are government sponsored, which amounts to taking money from one class of people and giving it to another. In all of American politics has been this, that conservatives such as we are here today want to shrink the size and power of government. However, on the other hand, the liberals have wanted to expand the role and the size of government. Restrain government. That's the idea. That's the concept. Thomas Jefferson didn't put it he put it better than anyone else could have. We don't speak this way today. He's pretty eloquent. He simply says, bind him down, that is the government, and people in power, bind him down from mischief by the chains of the Constitution. That's what it's about. Article 1, Section 8 of the Constitution spells out all legislative powers that have been bequeathed to the federal government. Count them, there are 18 to 20, depending upon how you count the clauses. 20 specified powers that are given to the legislative branch of the federal government. Only 20!
Amen!
As a matter of fact, George Washington, John Adams, James Madison, Alexander Hamilton, all of the greats of yesteryear, they insisted that was the first 10 amendments. And these amendments will be locked in stone. And the 10th Amendment is, if it has not been given to the federal government, it is disallowable. It's left to the states. That's what happened. That's what they said. But our government has not paid attention to it. For the last generation or two, the federal government took the disposition that said, if you don't do it, we're going to do it. And they started forcing states to obey their dictates. And now they do everything. They're involved in every aspect of daily lives, whether it be safety belts on automobiles, whether it be, they want now health care regulated. They want in every aspect of it. Friends, do you know they even regulate how much water is in your toilet at home? It's ludicrous and disgusting. We need to go back to the 10th Amendment. All right, I want to say one word very quickly, just very quickly, one word about the Constitution of the United States. If we, friends, are going to salvage anything from this socialistic style government, we're going to salvage anything, we must assert the pride in America. We must assert the pride of Texas and stand for that which is good and right and godly and constitutional in our system. I am tired of national figures going overseas and apologizing for America. That we're saying the same way that we're people that are arrogant as well, or whether it be Van Jones, whose hatred of America runs so deep because of the communism that he has imbibed in his own system, and he cannot even refer to his political opponents without saying some kind of expletive. Friends, we have nothing to apologize for. We have rescued the world from 2 world wars. We continue to spend billions of dollars in foreign aid. And right now, as I am speaking, young men and women are dying in Afghanistan fighting against the Taliban. And those people, they're not even wanting to be called terrorists by our administration. He saves that term for you. It's a world upside down, friends. Let's go back to America. The American principles. Thank you for your attention.